In this video, I want to show you how to create your very own stylized brush in ZBrush that you can use for sculpting and adding details in ZBrush. So we'll be creating something similar to this, which is a crack type thing. I'm going to be showing you how to create this using Photoshop as well as Substance Painter. So stick around and I'll show you how that's done. So how this is going to work is that first we need the alpha so that we can have a shape that kind of looks like a crack or a symbol or whatever it is that you need for creating a brush that you can reuse however you want. So let's go ahead and open Substance Painter. And what I'll do is I'll open one of the sample projects. So open sample and I'll open the tiling material one. And this one comes already by default with Substance Painter. Now here it's going to show you this material that has a bunch of things going on. What we'll do is we're just going to delete everything. And then what I'll do is I'll set the base layer to be a white material. So I'm going to change this to all the way to white. And then what we want to do is we want to paint or draw our shapes here. I personally prefer to do it in the 2D viewports, but you can do it in the 3D, however you like. Alrighty, so to do this, what you need to create an empty layer. So let's do that. And then here we're going to start to paint our shapes. And for this, we want to be using a black color. So I'll switch this to black. So let's go ahead and just draw something here. Let's pretend these are some cracks. There we go. So we have something going on here. Now what we want to do is we want to make this work so that it looks kind of stylized once we use it in ZBrush. So to do that, we have to use a filter on this. So what I'll do is I'll do a right click on the empty layer or the layer that we drew our shape on. And then go to filter. And then click here on filter. And the one that we want here is the glow one. Now we want to change some of the settings here for this to work. The most important one is to switch the mode from soft to precise. And then now we can start to play with the intensity of this. You actually have to reduce the width of it. And as you can see, it kind of gives it that kind of like a bevel look to it. Which is what we want because this kind of gives it that depth to it, right? So that it's not just this hard line that's working here. Alright, so that's pretty much kind of all you need to do here in Substance Painter. You can play with some of these settings, but mostly what you want is to change how the width here is working. And as you zoom in here, you can kind of see how that's working. And then you can also go back to your layer and keep, kind of painting on it. I think it's kind of easier to see once you do that. Right, you can get some of these interesting shapes. And then if you want to paint things away, because this is we're painting on an empty layer basically, you can't just mask things. You have to pretty much delete. So I'll use the eraser tool. Scale this down. And you do something like this so that the edges are kind of sharper here. Alright, so once you're ready, you can pretty much just export this texture. So let's go to File, Export Textures, and technically we only need the color for this. So what we can do is make a new template. Alright, let's call this Alpha Export. And all we need is the color map for this. Let's do RGB and then just drag the base color here. Alright, and then in the export, we just need to change our template to use the alpha export. Just double check that this is exporting what we want. You can also choose whatever size you want it to export as, and just export your file. Alright, so in ZBrush, what we want to do to create a brush is, I personally like to just go to the standard brush. And what you can do is just clone it, right? You can go up here as well. And then here what you want is you want to import your alpha. So let's go to alpha and then just go to import. I didn't name my previous one, so it comes with the name RGB. And then I want this to be a drag rectangle brush. Let's make sure our model here has enough topology. And as you can see, you can drag that in now. Now notice how there's like this almost extra alpha going on. So to fix that, what you can do is go to alpha and then under modify, change the mid value to 100. And then now if you drag this, you see that it's not going to affect anything else. And it's working nice and as expected. And you know, some of this you can fix if you want this to be a little bit sharper. I like to use clay polish sometimes. That kind of makes it look a little bit more stylized, right? Also, if you notice, you may see a little bit of jaggedness. If you want this to be a little bit cleaner, what you can do is in Substance Painter, when you're drawing your shapes, you want to keep them kind of like straight. So you get a little bit less of that jaggedness on the edges. Let's disable this. So as you can see here, this is not perfectly sharp. So you can make it a little bit sharper. That kind of fixes some of that. Go back to ZBrush and then I'll re-import the brush. Then here on my model, let me draw this again. Every time you re-import the alpha, you're gonna have to fix the mid value. Let's do that. And there we have it. As you can see, those areas that I kind of fixed now look a little bit sharper. Alright, so now that you have your shape, what you can do if you want to save it, and if you want to give it a thumbnail as well, I'll change my material here just to something that's a little bit easier to see. Nope. Maybe that. You can go to brush and then I think you can bend mesh to brush, and that kind of gives you that thumbnail. You can render it, change the material that you're using. All of that helps. Right? And once you're ready, you can just go to brush and save as. And then when you're working in ZBrush, you can go to load brush, or you can save it in the folder where you have your ZBrush brushes. Alrighty, so now I want to show you how to do the exact same thing with Photoshop. Alright, so here we are in Photoshop. I'm going to make a new file. I'll make it 2048 as the size. And we pretty much just do the exact same thing that we did in Substance Painter. I'm going to make an empty layer. I'll paint with black. Right? And then we'll give it an effect here, and that's going to be the exact same glow. So this time it's an inner glow in Photoshop. Then we'll set the opacity to 100, change this technique to precise, and then we'll increase the let's see here, size. And that kind of gives us the same effect that we were getting in the Substance Painter. And then same thing, you can continue to paint on this thing. Alright, and then just kind of save it. Go to ZBrush and import the alpha. Change the mid value, and then as you can see here, let's change the intensity a little bit, it's a lot stronger. Clay polish, and voila, we have kind of our stylized shape that we created there. And this is kind of pretty much how you can go about creating your own stylized shapes using either Substance Painter or Photoshop. So that is everything I wanted to show you for this video. If you liked it, make sure you click the like button, subscribe to the channel, and if you're interested, check out the links in the video description. I have a few pre-made brushes, I have substance materials, tutorials, and all of that jazz. So once again, thank you for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.